Hey, what's up, everybody? Luke Geraty here with Andrew Harris from Confluence Outfitters, and we want to talk to you a little bit about an upcoming hosted travel trip that we are going to in Mexico, Yucatan, and it's ESB.
Yeah.
And the species that we will be primarily targeting are going to be permit, bonefish, and tarpon. There are also chances for shark, barracuda, snook, random things that you might see swimming around.
Yeah.
Right? Just start throwing at them. But we are going in March, 2025, March 14th through 21st. I'm hosting a trip, but I'd love to just pick your brain a little bit about this trip. So,
you bet.
Hey, what's so amazing about saltwater fish?
They're really fast. They're really fun to fish for because you typically are hunting them visually. You're not casting till you see them, which is a lot of fun. So you're not mindlessly casting all day.
Yeah.
Waiting till you have a shot. And so some of them are pretty finicky and spook easily. Others are more eager to jump on the line. Luke, you have some extensive permit fishing experience.
I do, yeah. So thanks for bringing that up.
Yes.
I will tell you, my first trip to the Bahamas, I did get like 5 shots at permit. I got denied on all 5 of those.
5 for 5.
Yeah. No, 0 for 5.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on how you're looking at it, but
yeah.
I will say, I mean, these were all pretty. One of the permit, I mean, literally swam up to my fly, inspected it, and then turned away.
Oh, that's actual. You actually looked at it.
The other 4 might not have been as great of presentations, but we'll not talk about that. But so yeah, for you, and I think for myself too. Like I always tell people, steelhead are awesome, trout are awesome, bass can be cool, but saltwater is really my favorite thing I think to do now.
Yeah.
So yeah, to fight. I mean, you have fish that you hook that they will go on 100
scorching
feet,
runs,
like no question. Yeah, and they'll do that multiple times. So that's cool. But this is kind of an all-inclusive type of trip. Somebody has to just get to Mexico.
Right. You fly to Tulum, and the lodge takes care of the rest. Flights to Tulum are pretty reasonable, and then we have a van ride to the lodge. And so this is a hot spot for permit for sure. Bonefish, tarpon as well. You can expect to be fishing for a variety of species each day. You can wade fish, you can fish from the boat, and this lodge actually has a 2-guide per boat setup where they have a senior guide in the back pulling the boat, and then when you're up there taking shots from the bow, the junior guide is there helping you to see the fish and helping you not to get your line totally tangled around everything in the boat.
So the line management part actually sounds really great, because I think that's one of the things that you find very quickly is as soon as you hook a saltwater species fish and it goes from 0 to Mach 55, and your line is just...
It goes everywhere.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So I did see that. So they actually have a guide that's on the top, pulling you around, pushing you around, spotting fish from a long distance, but then they also have another guide that will help you identify where the fish is, and then also probably help you with different things. So
absolutely.
So I think that sounds great too for anybody that might struggle with tying knots, maybe too, because that second guide will be able to help you
change a fly. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a part that I think some of our other trips we are like, if you can't do that, you are out of luck.
Right, yeah, you tie it on yourself.
Yeah, it's like you're doing a bow tie.
Yeah.
So okay, so we talked a little bit about the species. In from what I understand, this location, I mean, permit. Because I know permit can be really challenging.
Right.
I've heard that from everybody that's chased them. But this location, from what I've seen, it's one of the places that people go and actually catch permit.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best places to go catch a permit.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that off your bucket list, this is a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
But I also think if you are curious about saltwater fly fishing, and if you haven't done it, this kind of trip where you're chasing multiple species is a great way to start, because you're going to get some variety. Typically the bonefish, especially the smaller ones, can be relatively easy to get into, so that's a great intro. From there, you're kind of moving up to chasing more solitary bonefish that might be a little bigger. The tarpon aren't typically as spooky. That's more of a, can you cast well enough to reach them? And then the permit's kind of the top of the pyramid, the hardest one to get, so you have a little bit of everything. It's a great exposure to saltwater fly fishing, and it's Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, awesome. So if somebody wants to go on this trip, they should email you at andrew@confluenceoutfitters.com.
Absolutely.
Or call the 1-800 number located right here.
Yep.
Or you can send us a DM and I'll connect you to Andrew.
That's right. So we'd love to have you join us.